Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give a shout out to our official sponsor, international award-winning author Mian Mosin Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you love Missing by Mian Mosin Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. It takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and the ones you love would be the first to go missing. It's available on paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mian Mosin Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many more. So grab your copy today. Missing by Mian Mosin Zia, available on Amazon and ebook. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and Apple. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn. Heard worldwide on Geo7, Radio Public, Himalaya, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel and follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We have a wonderful lady who is a spiritual word leader and global authority on Ho'oponopono. I hope I got that right. Also, Ambassador of Peace, and also the #1 Hispanic conference Hispanic speaker as well. And she was previously a tax accountant and a businesswoman, very successful. And she's also got the Mabel's Peace Initiative. We'll talk more about that, and has a book called Zero Frequency, the Easiest Way to Peace, Happiness, and Abundance. That's what we all can need right now. And of course, lots of love to go with it. Live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios in beautiful downtown Los Angeles, the very talented and very successful author of Zero Frequency, Mabel Katz. Mabel, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
How are you, Mike? Great to be here with you.
I'm doing great, and it's fantastic to have you with, and I've been looking forward to have you on for quite some time. So you're a spiritual word leader and global authority of Ho'oponopono. Did I say that right?
Ho'oponopono.
Ho'oponopono. Oh boy, that's going to take a lot of coffee. I need this today. So, you're also Ambassador of Peace and Conference, #1 Hispanic speaker, and also a seminar leader, and also you were a tax accountant and successful businesswoman in the United States, and you basically decided to change life forever and inspire thousands of people with message of peace, happiness, and love myself. And of course, you also got the book Zero Frequency, the Easiest Way to Peace, Happiness, and Abundance. And before we get into all that, Mabel, tell us how you first got started.
Tell you what? Sorry.
I'm sorry. Tell us how you first got started.
Well, I was a person that had everything that a person thinks it needs, titles, own houses, drive new cars, have a family and everything, but I was not happy. And my oldest son one day talked to me the way I used to talk to him, angry. And I saw myself. It was like the mirror, and I realized I had to do something. And I started my search, because I realized I was looking for happiness in the wrong places.
Mm-hmm. And of course, what also influenced you? What was that one moment that precisely influenced you into what you're doing, like getting into business and also be a tax accountant? And what was it one precise moment that simply said, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my career, what you're doing right now?
Well, that was a path, yes, because first I had to work on myself. I had to find myself. And I wasn't planning to change careers. I was looking for happiness and peace in my personal life. But because I started practicing, and I started letting go and trusting, that's what I talk about. It's like the universe is in charge, and then things start happening to you. It's not much that you have to do. So doors started opening, things happen, and actually one day, in 2008, I said, I'm not preparing any more taxes. I called my kids and I said, you have to find another accountant. I'm not preparing any more taxes. I realized my brain wasn't working the same way. There are some circuits that you run when you're preparing taxes and another one that you use when you do this. So for a long time, I had like 2 careers, but then at one point I said, no, I'm not doing taxes anymore.
Wow, that is amazing. And of course, tax season for those who are listening before the deadline as well, too. And of course, you could say, taxes, we don't need more taxes.
Yeah, so it was a 180 degrees change in my life. And what I did realize is that this was not only for me, that everything that I was doing or experiencing, it was to share. And for example, even being an accountant, I wrote my first book, The Easiest Way. And for me, it was like a game. So how could I write a book? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a Ho'oponopono teacher for 10 years. And I went to him one day as a joke. And I said, I started writing my book. And he said, wonderful. And I said, I wrote the index. And like a joke, yes? and he said, that's the way you start writing a book, by the index. And I said, how did I know
Index? That? Wow, that is amazing. I never heard of it. It's like, start writing a book by index. It's like, I've never heard of it. Usually you start writing with your brain. It's like you come up with an idea. It can go up, go down, whatever it is. But, here you are rising up, rising down and everything else. But with an index, it's like, I've never heard of that.
Well, but it makes sense though now, yes, because I wrote other books later. So I guess it makes sense because it's like, what do you want to convey? What do you want to share about? What are the themes? Yes. And then you start thinking of how you do it in each chapter, let's say, yes, what it goes. And then you start moving pieces. Oh, no, this one better here. No, this one better here. Like a puzzle.
I was just going to say a jigsaw puzzle. I used to do jigsaw puzzles as kids, just like one piece here goes over here. No, this doesn't fit. This over here and everything else. In fact, I've been wanting to write a book myself, and I think I can get some inspiration from you. Take a piece here, take a piece there, and then whatever else. And of course, you talked about you wrote your few books as well. Who are some of your favorite authors and writers growing up, Mabel?
My favorites are Don Miguel Ruiz. I don't know if you heard of him, The Four Agreements. And then Eckhart Tolle, the Power of Now, and Deepak Chopra, The Seven Spiritual Laws for Success. Those are for me like basic books that you should read.
Well, I have a library of them as well too. I have to add yours as well too, and of course, you've also been an influential authority on Ho'oponopono, and what is Ho'oponopono?
Ho'oponopono is a very ancient Hawaiian art of problem solving.
Oh wow!
That says that actually there is nobody out there doing anything to us, and that life really happens in our subconscious mind. Is where all the memories are replaying. The decisions you made, beliefs, judgments, opinions. And it's like your life is like the monitor, and it's showing you what the programs that you have downloaded. So if you don't like what shows up in the monitor, you can press the delete key instead of talking to the monitor.
And thanks to social media, you can do that as well too. Hit delete, unlike, unfriend, and delete, block.
Yes. Exactly. But always from 100% responsibility. So Ho'oponopono says we are 100% responsible. No guilt, no guilty, no sinner. You are just responsible. So you are creating your own life based on those beliefs, those memories, your perception of things. You put it. We are always putting labels to things. We decide what is nice, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong, and yes, so it is very subjective. And when you take some distance from things, yes, so in Ho'oponopono, we work with our reaction to things more than the things or the problem. We work on our reaction to the problem, because things are really neutral. It's what you decide. It's your decision, your perception.
Mm-hmm. And how did you first get involved in Ho'oponopono?
Well, I did many things on my way. Actually, my first class that I went to take. It was about anger. I wanted to know what anger was about. The person that gave that class actually was a metaphysical teacher that had groups at home that he put together. So I put my name because I was interested. Thank God he took some time to call me, that he had the group formed, because I was not ready yet. I was just, kind of waking up, starting. And then from then, I heard a psychiatrist here in Los Angeles that had a radio show. And I went to take a class with him, and it was very interesting. He made us do an exercise where you would visualize that your physical body would be burning, yes? And he would
physical body burning. Oh boy, no wonder it gets hot out.
And when you got to your head, and the body was gone, he would say, "Have you realized you are still there?" So many of us identify with the body, yes? The other thing that made a big difference for me was I went to a yoga class, and at the end, the teacher made us do a visualization. And I manifested what I visualized in that morning. I visualized it the same afternoon. And I thought it could be that we are so powerful.
Wow.
That whatever we think, we can manifest. So the universe was really there paying attention, and because I made the decision to change, it was like things started coming. Now, I did something also that is called rebirthing. Rebirthing is a breathing technique that takes you back maybe to sometime when you were a child, or even to birth, when you made some decisions of how you were going to live this life. And that helped me tremendously. But what I noticed was a lot of drama. People would go into all these stories about who to blame. It was about finding somebody to blame, your mother, your teacher, your grandpa, whoever. So I thought there has to be an easier and faster way. So I was looking for the easier and faster way, and I actually found it in Ho'oponopono, that it came from rebirthing, because one of the founders of rebirthing knew about Ho'oponopono, and she would share about it.
Wow, that is amazing.
So it was something, I cannot tell you I sweat, and it was hard, and this was a path. No, the universe was taking me. So it was a whole path.
And how long has this practice been around, Ho'oponopono?
Oh, well, it's ancient. It's really ancient. My teacher said that the very first Hawaiians practiced this, because, as you know, religion also got to Hawaii like everywhere else, yes? So it's not like you go to Hawaii and everybody knows Ho'oponopono, yes? No.
And we thought it was Hakuna Matata or whatever they say in Hawaiian or something. So
yes, something like that. I'm sure that works too.
And of course, you thought about where it starts off with anger as well too. I can imagine Ho'opono. It's like, okay, now settle down. Let's read. So let's get into it.
Now you can let go. Yes.
Well, back to our regular programming here. So, all right, we'll talk more about some of your books as well too, and some of your accomplishments before we talk about Zero Frequency with Mabel Katz. But first, to listen to the Mike Wagner Show, the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give a shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mia Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Mohsen Zia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mia Mohsen Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today. Missing by Mia Mohsen Zia, available on Amazon today. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and Apple. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn. Heard worldwide on Geo7, Radio Public, Himalaya, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with author Mabel Katz of Zero Frequency, the easiest way to peace, happiness, and abundance on the Mike Wagner Show. And she's also been a spiritual authority on Ho'oponopono and ambassador of peace and conference, #1 Hispanic speaker. She's been a tax accountant. And before we talk more about your book and some of the other works, maybe we'll give a demonstration of how Ho'oponopono is being used.
Okay, so Ho'oponopono is being famous or well known by 4 phrases. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. But really, Ho'oponopono, like I said before, is more 100% responsibility. What is it in me that it is showing up in my life? But as a little child, innocent, yeah, and you don't need to know. Now, for many, many years, we've been just repeating thank you only, or just I love you. So what is it that you do? You know, we do it mentally. You are not saying it to anybody outside of yourself, yes? So it is a way, it's like a passcode, yes? And you are giving permission to a part of you that knows better to erase, yes? So you can erase problems instead of creating more and accumulating more, okay? When that empty space is created, you can come from inspiration, yes? So sometimes, you know, you get those, ideas that you don't know where they came from, those solutions that you never imagined possible, you would have never thought about it. And those things start coming to you because you are allowing. So when you say I thank you or I love you, you're actually letting go and trusting, giving it to another part of you. I call it the other station. It's like we have 2 stations.
Oh,
yes?
wow.
Yeah, so we are always listening to the intellect. That is wonderful, but it is the part of us that thinks it knows, but no. And the intellect also knows how to create problems, but it doesn't know how to bring the solution or creative solutions. Otherwise, we are replaying. We always say life is replaying memories. You know, these memories in your subconscious mind that keep replaying unless you erase.
Now, can this happen in your sleep or in your dreams?
Actually, Ho'oponopono has to be done 24 hours a day. So we train the subconscious mind that in Ho'oponopono, we say is our inner child that never sleeps. For example, you know, we are here, we are breathing, we are not thinking about breathing, we are not thinking about pumping our hearts or, you know, or running, you know, our blood through our veins or anything. So imagine all the things that are happening right now that we are not aware, we are in automatic. So we call it cleaning, yes, the erasing, the cleaning, the transmutation. It could happen in automatic too if you allow it. So, yes.
And that's very amazing too. I have to, you know, put that into practice as well too. And before we talk about Zero Frequency, you also said you also written a couple of books, and maybe tell us briefly about some of your works.
Yes, well, I would like to share with you. I have my thing is the easiest way. I call this what I found the easiest way, and I wrote the easiest way special edition, the easiest way to live. But actually, the ones that I'm very proud of too are my children's books. This is the easiest way to grow. And I put here, you know, it comes with audio and video. And I tell you all the stories that open up my mind and changed my life. You know, that I became more humble. Yes, I realized I didn't know anything. It was a way to really get much lighter, allowing myself to be myself, you know, paying attention what I thought of myself instead of what other people thought of me, you know, stop looking for appreciation outside. So there are a lot of things I think that is important that we allow our kids to be happy now instead of us, you know, programming them too. And the other one is Maluhia, the happy city.
Maluhia, the happy city.
The happy city. And it's a city where the tour guides are the kids.
Wow.
that take tourists around and share, because tourists come to see how they created this happy place, yes or no? So the kids are the ones telling about the philosophy. So they practice Ho'oponopono. So it's a way of getting the philosophy, but in stories.
Wow. That is amazing. And we talk about the happy city. Now, I was going to ask you about what was that name of the book again? I didn't fully catch it. Was it Maribus?
The first one. The first one.
That was it. Oh, that was it. Yeah. Now, was that based on where you grew up, or was it something your kids had had drawn up for you, or?
Oh, no. I had a designer, and again, I woke up around 40. So, for me, it's very important, because I thought, oh my goodness, if I would have known this when I was young, my life would have been very different. And that's why in the easiest way to grow, I put for children 3 to 100 years old. It's very important. My children's books are for adults to share with their kids. Yeah, but the kids know. For me, the important thing is that kids are happy, and adults can remember who they really are, so they can become children again.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to get one of my cups I grew up as a kid. I'm gonna have to ditch this one and just fill some soda or something. And where can we find your first two books at, Mabel?
No, let me tell you, I highly recommend it. I humbly recommend it.
Oh, okay. Where can we find your first two books at?
Oh, you can find it in Amazon, or if you go to my website, mabelkatz.com, you will find it under books. They are all there.
That sounds fantastic. We'll talk about your latest book, Zero Frequency, The Easiest Way to Peace, Happiness, and Abundance, here on the Mike Wagner Show. We'll be back with author Mabel Katz after this timeout. You're listening to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable, custom web designs at below the competition rate. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. It's now time to give a shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mia Mosen-Zia of the book Missing. If you like fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Mosen-Zia, available on Amazon and ebook today. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. It takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mia Mosen-Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassie, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today. Missing by Mia Mosen-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and Apple. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn. Heard worldwide on Geo 7, Radio Public, Himalaya, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with author and successful businesswoman, the authority of Ho'oponopono, Mabel Katz, on the Mike Wagner Show, and we're here to talk about her latest book, Zero Frequency, The Easiest Way to Peace, Happiness, and Abundance. And tell us more about Zero Frequency, Mabel.
Well, Zero frequency, it's, I've been doing zero frequency training for the last 10 years around the world. And what happened is this: I teach Ho'oponopono, but because I come from the business world, and because I am still an intellectual person, I understand that intellects have a way of seeing things, or perceptions, or attitudes. And I needed to create something where I could give experiences to the intellect to be able to choose to let go. You say, maybe there is something. They're knocking at my door.
Well, tell them to come on in if they want to look at books.
So anyway, it was really, it took me almost 10 years to write this book. Everything happened to me, Mike, with this book. And I thought, the universe was against me, And what happened is that now I realized this was a book for the pandemic. You know, this
Mm-hmm.
is the best companion. You have many, many ways of, first of all, changing your perception, but also what you can do when you are not at peace or when you are not happy, how you find your center. Yes, how, because right now it is about, you know, being in the eye of the hurricane, watching, seeing, you know, everything that is happening, but staying in your center, you know, knowing that you are safe, you are guided, protected. So I know how much it took me to believe, how much it took me to trust, how much it took me to really let go. So zero frequency allows me to show people, to share things that it helped me, yes, to do the work.
Mm-hmm. And of course, I was thinking about with zero frequency, and especially during these times of COVID and the pandemic, how can zero frequency apply to what's coming up in the future, like the change of world events? Like, say, we have a brand new president coming up in about a few months, or how's going to take place next month, or some of the events that's happening in the world, or some potential ones, or even like maybe potential natural disasters, and how can zero frequency be applied, and why is it more important than ever during these in these soon to be critical times?
Well, for me, and again, I've been doing this for 10 years, I realized that we are not happy people. And we just have to be happy. And then we are going to create a happy world.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things is, like I said before, I kind of stumbled with my passion. I was not planning to change careers. I was a very successful accountant, both in Argentina and here. That's not the reason why I changed. So the thing is, since I do what I love, and since I know the difference of really doing whatever, what you would do even if you don't get paid because you love it,
Mm-hmm.
it makes a big difference. So that's what I've been trying to guide people to find. That's what my zero frequency trainings are all about. What is your purpose? What is your mission? What would you do even if you don't get paid? Because we have to become happy people. Again, everything that is happening is just the monitor. And right, if we don't do it right now, yes, that we have more time to be with ourselves, that we are not maybe as busy as we were before or something. This is really the opportunity that the universe is giving us to reconnect with ourselves, to change our priorities, to realize, who we are and what we are here to do. We are here to do something important. All of us, we all have unique talents. And if we really find that, first of all, things are changing to the point that you might not have a job in the future. You have to know what is it that you are going to do. So you can create your own thing, and you are unique, and you can do something that can help others. Really, the formula is, what would you do even if you don't get paid? What's your passion? Yes. And how that can help others. Yes. And do the best you can. Don't worry about competition or anything. You have to feel that whatever service, whatever product you create, whatever, you give your best. You give your best.
Mm-hmm. And I can understand why the Geico lizard would say, if you love what you do, you don't have to work at a job. So I could see where the Geico lizard comes from.
Yes, yes. And also the other thing is, find something that you cannot call it work, So they said, when you do what you love, you don't work one more day in your life. Yes. So
I've heard that many times. Again, thanks to the Geico lizard who helps save you money on car insurance. Oh my gosh. I think he'd be a great mascot for whole Openo.
Yes, we should teach that to the listener.
And of course, you went around the world, teaching this, talking about zero frequency, and of course, in pandemic times, all that's been shut down. And how can people get a hold of you for private practice, consultation, consulting, or even Zoom meeting? How do people get a hold of you for your services?
Well, now I'm doing more virtuals. I'm actually doing some virtual zero frequency trainings. I also have a website that is zerofrequency.com. If you go there, you can see the trainings. And the thing is, I was able to do, even during the pandemic, I did some trainings in Miami.
Oh, wow.
and in Mexico. I don't know what will happen this year yet. But if not, I will be doing more virtual. I think the part of adapting ourselves, yes, adapting to the changes and things like that, being flexible, being open, that's kind of what I had to be practicing in order to open up my mind. I think right now it's very important we open open up our minds, and you go with the flow, and you'll always have what you need when you need it.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of going with the flow, what can we expect from you in 2021 and beyond, Mabel?
Well, I think big changes come for us. I think the normal will not be normal anymore, but I think it's important the decisions that we make moment by moment right now, and not everybody will choose the same, yes? So, and we all have free choice, so we have to respect people, but this is time to wake up. This is a spiritual, a big spiritual awakening, and if you don't, I think you're not going to have a good time.
Mm-hmm. And that's very true as well, too. And once again, what's your website and where can people purchase your book, Zero Frequency?
Well, you can go to zerofrequency.com. You will find the book, you will find trainings, but also if you go to Amazon, you can find Zero Frequency. It's my first #1 Amazon bestseller that I got. All my books are there, but this one is my #1 bestseller.
That is amazing. And congratulations to you as well, too. You can credit whole open to that one. So
yes. Yes.
All right, we're here with
thank you.
We're here with author Mabel Katz of Zero Frequency and the Mike Wagner Show. And just a couple more things. We'd love to have back on in 2021 and beyond. And, you know, applying a whole open. And then I'm picturing right now when we'll have you back, but it'll still take some time here. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career, Mabel?
Well, my teacher, Dr. Ihaliaka Lahulen, I was with him for 10 years, and that's who taught me how to trust. Mm-hmm. And trusting is, you know, Napoleon Hill used to say, trusting is the foundation of a very successful business.
Mm-hmm. And that's very true. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Be yourself, trust yourself. Did I say be yourself, believe in yourself, trust yourself? That's the most important.
Yes, that's very important. It's good to repeat that as well. Once again, author Mabel Katz here on the Mike Wagner Show, Zero Frequency. Mabel, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. And do us a favor, keep us up to date. Love you back on in 2021 and beyond. And before we go, once again, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? And where can people purchase or check out your books?
Okay, so zerofrequency.com or mabelkatz.com. And you can go to the store. You will see all my books, the children's and also the Zero Frequency. And in my, I have a Facebook page, Mabel Katz fan page, or in the other Instagram, LinkedIn, all is Mabel Katz. You will find me. Google me.
That is fantastic. Once again, Mabel, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. Love you back on in 2021 and beyond. And don't forget to keep in touch, and looking forward to your more whole open